Hey, what up, gang? What up, community? What up, crew? What up, friends? James Rise coming to you live. Couple minutes, share a couple of ideas. If you're new to the live at all, it's just about who's got no luxury homes. Just checking. You know, it's funny. Even with my glasses on, I can't see the people's faces that well. And on Instagram, it's tricky because most people don't have their names on. Anyway, but if you haven't been on my live before, it's like super simple. I tell people all I'm doing is sharing, sharing, sharing. I don't call myself a guru. Don't call myself an influencer. Don't call myself uh, whatever. I just know that I'm a person that's had struggles and challenges on every aspect of my life. If you hang out with me enough, you know I'm working on my foundation, working on my fundamentals: faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances. I'm not talking about new watches. I'm not talking about new cars. I'm not talking about uh, things that make you go, wow, he must be successful. I should listen to him. What's up, Dave? So, hey, Alicia. Good morning. How are you? Good morning, Tammy. So, and the reason I say this is because what I find is there's two things that can happen in this world is in fact in this world in this month of June where we're talking outdoors activities. What's up, Shree? We're talking cooking, we're talking grilling, we're talking barbecue, we're talking about anything in your life. What do you want to make? Okay. And so there's two things going on. You know, there's things where we're beaten down a bit and that we're being too hard on ourselves. And then there's other areas where we're looking at some of the stuff we've accomplished and some of the possessions we have, and we're thinking we're a little bit too much. And either one of those can be super dangerous. Okay. What I encourage you to focus on is fundamentals and foundation that you feel that whether you have a bad day and it beats you down, or whether you have an amazing day and it lifts you up, you don't get too high or too low, so you think too much of yourself, which will cause you to get off your game, will cause you to maybe look down on others, but will cause you to not stay sharp. So you have to bring yourself back to center where you go, okay, I'm going to the gym, I'm small. I'm going into my bank account and I need to grind my business like it's brand new. I'm going into my relationships and I need to bring her flowers again. I need to bring her ribeye again. I need to bring her whatever it is that she loves. But on the other hand, if it doesn't work, and if someone rains on your parade, pees on your Wheaties, you know, by the same token, you don't take it too hard. And I got to admit, I've had some of that a little bit lately where people are, you know, well, whenever you accomplish things, get some muscles, get some money, have some success, there's always going to be some naysayers that come in and say you're doing it for this reason, you're selfish, you don't really care, you're just trying to grind, you're just trying to achieve your own. And so on that case, you want to take that with a little bit of constructive criticism, as I've done recently, put it out to your community, a variety of people, see what they have to say, put it in the blender, and if change needs to be made, make it. In this case, in June, if something needs to be changed to your backyard barbecue recipe, make that change. If you need to get a different, piece of meat or whatever you're cooking on the grill, be willing to make that change. But on the other hand, remember that many times your naysayers are simply those who are jealous. And because they weren't invited to the party, or because they're not getting what they wanted out of the relationship, they're going to pummel and pound on you and try to tear you down. One of my favorite quotes is, you know, that to build the biggest skyscraper in the community, you got two choices. You either simply build yourself bigger and better so that then, you're noticed and so that you've achieved, or you simply build a medium-sized one and tear everybody else down. So you're going to run into that, people. It's just the way it is. But by the same token, when you get that bigger, better skyscraper, what the heck are you doing with it? Are you using it to say, hey, everybody, look at me? Or are you using it to serve others? So coming out of Kentucky, coming out of Moore, I'm anxious to see what are people's next steps. I'm anxious to see what actual daily intentional action are they taking. Here's a tip for you. If it were me, I'd do it. I've got a couple things going on. One, I've got my calendar. I run everything through Outlook. So I've got laid out hit all my, this is an easy tip for you if you want to reach people. Bring up your happy birthdays. Okay, bring up your birthdays and just wish each person happy birthday. And that's what I do. And then I throw it on the end of it. It's a cut and paste. I'm not going to kid you. It simply says, how's your fitness? Just to maybe make them think a little. And if they followed my page at all, they know I have fitness stuff going on. It's a possibility. It literally takes a couple minutes. But I've got it laid out. I played my piano today. And that's actually a great example. I really, really, really want to improve my piano playing. And what do I have to do it? Take a lesson once a week. I'm committed to that, but I got to be committed to the daily action of practicing. Okay? And so when I hear that and I think about that, the question I would ask each and every one of you in areas of your life where you're not achieving, you're not moving fast enough, you're not where you want to be, my question would be, are you doing the daily intentional actions? I see Tammy Waddell jump on. I can guarantee you that she became a leader in her field by what? Practicing it. So in our field of community-based marketing, of network marketing, pyramid schemes, whatever the heck you want to call it, I don't care. There are daily intentional actions you're taking. It's not now we come out of more. Are you taking more action? And are you taking the right actions? I'm going to go ahead and do legs here in a minute. What do you think I'm going to do? Yeah, I'm going to squat. Might squat on the Smith machine. I'm going to do leg extensions, and I'm probably going to do that other exercise where you put your, like the Bulgarian squats or something, where you put your foot up on the bench. Isn't that funny? I don't even know what it's called. And so people may laugh. I can't believe you've been in fitness forever and you don't even know what it's called. No, I don't know what it's called. Would you rather know what all the exercises are called and not be doing them? Or not know what they're called and you've been doing them for 35 years and people say, wow, you're in amazing shape. Conquer that, people. It's not knowledge you need. You need this much knowledge, that much action. This much knowledge and that much action. Danny, that's one of my favorite takeaways for people all the time. You think you need to gather. You think you need to go to more in a new activity and more reading. People, you don't. You don't. Elizabeth, I don't know who that is. But Elizabeth, if you haven't been on before and don't know, I'm going to be coming on here and I'm shooting some ideas and some thoughts at you and some tips and tricks and some hacks. I'm not claiming to know it all, people. I run into challenges and failures, and business goes up and down, and relationships go up and down, fitness goes up and down, faith goes up and down all the time. Okay? But what I have done and followed, I'm talking to Elizabeth here, is a simple process of going, oh, wow, who can I talk to that has more experience and more success than I have? Can I talk to 3 or 4 people in that industry, and then will I apply daily the activities they suggested? Now, here's the funny thing that I hear a lot of you say, and a lot of people say, well, we're all different. And I'm going to hit you with this real quick. The truth of the matter is we're not all different. We're all made up of a bunch of water. We all breathe. We have many, many, many similarities. So you need to fix your credit. We're not all different. It shows you right on there what needs to be fixed. You need to drop your body fat. We're all different. What works for one person may not work for another. Here as I ramble. Really? How come gastric bypass works for everybody? Every ethnicity all around the world. Everybody who's tried everything, nothing worked, goes to gastric bypass, and it always works. Everyone drops 100 pounds. Which diet are they on? Keto? Carnivore? Whole Foods? 30 Health 30? Dunkin' Donuts? What are my other favorite ones? Junk food? Food trailer? Trash can? Green leaves? Vegetarian? Vegan? Freegan? What's freegan? Freegan's when you're so broke you eat anything that's free. Which diet is it? I can't eat any food diet. We're not all different. Resistance training builds muscle. I don't care if you want to use kettlebells, bands, straps, your little brother, your little sister, your next door neighbor, your girlfriend. I don't care what you want to use. Weights get light, you let's heavier one. The issue is, and what you're doing and choosing, the issue is, are you doing? The question isn't what, the question is, are you doing? But anyway, I just wish I'm always excited when we come out of events. And I'm always a little interested if we cruise into events. This is just what I need, just what I need, just what I need. If the events were just what you needed, people, what were you doing the 3-4 weeks before, the 5-6 weeks before it? Were you not feeding yourself daily? I hope so. So that's why we, provide community so we can feed ourselves. It's funny, as you just joined my live, never been on before. I look outdoors all the time. Why? Because the backyard is amazing. See? Backyard. See what the view is? Whoa. But I love, love, love doing my lives with this bridge in the background because we're all the same. We all need to cross the bridge. Depends on which you're on. If you're on Facebook, that bridge. If you're on Instagram, that bridge. Couple thoughts. Let me share with you. What are you reading? What are you starting your day out with? How about Timothy Keller, God's wisdom? Notice it says wisdom, not knowledge. Not knowledge, it says wisdom. Katrina, what is up? Today's June 8th. My birthday's in 4 days. Oh, hey. If you got my book, if you have my book, will you please post a picture of it with you going, oh yeah, I love my book. If you don't love it, don't do it. But if you do, let me know. And then we'll also get you the link because I'm trying to promote my book. I'm not going to kid you. June 8th. Ooh, I love it. I'll tell you right there. Well, let's start up here. It's talking about adultery in this, okay? And it talks about, I love this, married sex is likened to the refreshment and joy of well water, but why have sex with strangers? It's a claim that sex outside of marriage is alien to your true nature. Imagine going to a rocket Venus. If you went and inhaled the atmosphere, you would die. Why? Because it's not nature. It's not common to your true nature. And here's all I want to say about that, people. And I'm not even here to argue about morals, and I'm not even here to argue about your beliefs. What I am here to say is, people, determine your true nature. What is your true nature in fitness? What are your true natures in faith? What are your true natures in relationships, in finances? That's what you want to stick to. In fact, I'm going to cut it and leave it right there with that. Because people, if you're seeking contentment, if you're seeking comfort, if you're seeking, true peace, seek your true nature, your core, your foundation, your fundamentals, not things. The reason we have to share, holy cow, check out my watch, check out my muscles, check out my backyard, check out my Porsche, check out my, is because my core or my base or my foundation is good enough. And I need that hot smoke blown up my ass so I feel better. Work, discover your true nature. Okay? And while we're in the month of June, remember, what are you cooking up? What are you grilling? Is it true to your nature? Is that who you're cooking up? I hope you found some value. Those of you who enjoy what we're doing, please share it. I'm going to ask you, please share it. That's how I grow my community. That's how you grow your community. Iron sharpens iron. I'm going to rock and roll. I'm going to head to the gym. It's leg day. Get blood today. Very excited about that. See the chiropractor, work on my foot today. What are you doing today in your faith, fitness, family, friendships, and finances? Work on your foundation. Peace.